Let's
them on
send it.
YouTube then. Okay.
Cool. Let's send it. Let me know when we're live too, by the way, so I know for sure.
We are live.
Hey, can you hear me, Ozzy?
Yep, I can hear you. And I think we're live. So that's a great way to kick off the Warp Speed Guilds update. So I don't know if you can see my screen or if you can see everyone's screen here, but we have a whole amalgamation of wonderful guild leaders, some Near Foundation members here, all to discuss current status of the Warp Speed Guilds and what they've been up to. So basically what this presentation is going to be is kind of a walkthrough. Each guild is going to have up to 5 minutes to kind of go into where they've been, the things they've been doing, where they're planning on going into the future, and with a couple of questions here and there to kind of round out the vision that they have. And we're just going to go through everyone and give everyone a chance to share what's new. So we had to kind of make this stream keeping in mind that it was, people are in all time zones right now. So it's super early for some people. It's super late for other people. So to kick it off, we actually have Decentricity, who's going to start with Octopus Guild. So she is in Eastern time zone and it's quite late. And so she's just going to kind of close her evening off by telling us what Octopus Guild has been up to, telling us about some of the drops coming up, and also about their wildly successful metaverse parties. So Decentricity, the floor is yours. Great to have you.
Thank you. I'm just going to share my screen, and hopefully you guys can all see. We are the Octopus Guild. This is the presentation that I did at the Guild launch events. And one of our primary missions is to support the Octopus Network in terms of adding to its roster of app chains. And we are also supporting the Octopus Network in terms of launching new app chains as well, which is why Ozzy mentioned the metaverse parties, which I will tell you about really soon. So of course, the Octopus Guild consists of multiple companies that are in the Octopus Network. DBio, Myriad, Discoval, Atocha, and Muse Network were the first, but we actually have additional app chains since then, which is good since that means we fulfilled one of our main obligations. So this is sort of a review of why we have the Octopus Network on top of Near Protocol. The Octopus Network construct basically substrate validators on top of Near Protocol smart contracts, which means it has the sharding capabilities of Near and also the multi-chain capabilities of a lot of substrate. So it's a very good and economic alternative to looking at Polkadot and Kusama, and it makes it easier for any entrepreneur who wants to go into the Web3 space and want to do it with not just smart contracts, but an entire app chain, entire application-specific blockchain to actually be able to do it. And it's cheaper than by a factor of 100. The target is 30 to 50 new app chains per year. I actually am the CEO of the first app chain. Cross fingers, is still being audited, but seems to be the first app chain on the Octopus Network, founding app chain, and we're getting 200K Octopus tokens for app chain 1 to 10, and 100K Octopus for app chain 1 to 100. So that means for the first 10, we're getting 200K Octopus. And with this push, the Octopus Network is aiming to have 30 to 50 new app chains per year, which is why the Octopus Network is helping out. We're also helping out to push the Octopus Accelerator, which basically helps you if you have a Substrate project that is already built on Substrate and you're looking for a way to deploy and deploy really quickly. You can launch your Substrate project on Octopus and receive the grants. And we provide basically sort of the crypto startup school method of helping your startup get online. And so token economics, Web3 product design, community building is going to be taught, blockchain governance, crypto regulation, and fundraising. The accelerator basically provides all these materials and more. And that is, of course, supported by the Octopus Guild as well. Okay, so I'd like to go through sort of the most recent event that we did. Of course, we've done two so far. For the Octopus Guild launch itself, and the other one was for the Octopus Network mainnet launch event. And when we were doing these events, the first event actually had like, what was it, 500, 600 people attending. And we thought that was quite good. The last event that we did, which is the Metaverse Party for Octopus Network Mainnet, we got 8,000 people in a day. So this is 4,000. One bar represents a quarter of a day. So this is like 1, 2, 3. This is 4,000, 2,500, and then 2,000. So yeah, a bit more than 8,000. This is sort of, it's made my parcel. Thank you very much. It made my parcel into like one of the most visited parcels within the world. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, so that's sort of the, let's see, month. So that's loading. See, Unique One Art Enclave, 10,000 visits. This is in total. After the event, a lot of people still came and looked at the stuff and looked at all of the NFTs. We would put a lot of the Paras NFTs in world and a lot of the Unique One NFTs in world. Unique One, by the way, is one of our newer app chains that's been onboarded since last time I updated this. So they are kind enough to actually put, lend us the parcel to actually do this event. The event looks like this. I'm going to mute this because it's huge. I'm going to speed this up so that you guys can see it. Oh, wait, let me change the sharing settings to optimize for video clip. This is
and just while you're doing this, if you want to talk a little bit about maybe when the next event is going to be after this and how people can join it, that'd be great.
Awesome. So before that, I'm just going to highlight that this is our Louis Liu, the inventor of the Octopus Network, and he is opening the event here. There's NFTs here from Paras, and there's NFTs there from Unique One as well. So if you see like the Octopus NFTs, those are Paras. These are also Octopus NFTs. Actually, both Octopus NFTs are some are from Paras, some are from the Unique One network. And we are airdropping these to everyone who attended and filled the guest book in. And we had presentations from each of the app chains, including my own app chain, DBio, and this is from Unique One, and Unique One as a new app chain candidate. And this one is from DEIP protocol, which is another new app chain that is launching on the Octopus network. So the next event, actually, the event that we're doing is going to be a regular thing. So we're going to be pushing through an event every time there's an app chain launch. So every app chain launch, we'll do an event. And the events that we're doing are, right now, we're looking at crypto voxels to do it because they have the volume of people coming in and sort of the widespread adoption. Later on, we might use the near metaverse. Well, one of the near metaverses that is being developed and as an app chain on the Octopus network as well, which is called Reality Chain, which is another story. But yeah, for now, we're looking to use the community of crypto voxels to do this. But as you can see, we crashed crypto voxels several times. I mean, I love the crypto voxel guys, but like 8,000 people in like just a few hours was too much for their platform. So I even got like insider reports from them saying that there was a crash. There were multiple crashes in the logs. So not just one or two, everyone experienced issues. So there were some scalability problems as well. So yeah, there are some tech problems, but mostly people still were able to see. And this video is of course live. You can go to the Octopus Guild Twitter, which I run, to look at the videos of this. So the metaverse event here. Okay, so
Right on.
within this month, we also got 1,200 followers, and this is quite quick because this started like with a 300 follower account. Yeah, that's we also presented on CNBC and this is more like me presenting, but I'm presenting about the Octopus Network as well, and about the Octopus Guild as well, and about Near Protocol at the Profit program at CNBC. Love the name. And about the DIY network. So this is basically two, like you can see, I'm wearing a different dress, like 2 different days of presentations. And the first presentation I did was about the Bio Network, the first app chain. And the second presentation I did was more towards the metaverse and including the Octopus Guild event. This was October 12th and September 14th.
Fantastic. Well, I just want to say the Octopus Guild, it looks like it's growing strong. To kind of reiterate some of those options. So there's an accelerator from Octopus Network. As well, the first 10 app chains are going to get 200,000 Octopus token. The first 100 will get 100,000 Octopus token. And Decentricity is actually steering the ship of not just the guild, but also her own DeBio network, which is going to feature this Thursday on Rise and Grind. So any leaving thoughts, Decentricity, about the guild or how to get involved or how to join going forward, just to wrap up?
Sure. You can follow Octopus Guild on Twitter. I think you can see it on screen. You should subscribe to the Octopus Network on YouTube. Just search for Octopus Network. You can create an account at octopusguild.com/forum and introduce yourself. It's still kind of quiet. We're more active on like Telegram and Twitter. But yeah, you can do that as well. We will have upcoming newsletters, education articles, and webinars, and be mostly in support of our accelerator. Yeah, let's join us in building Web3.
Right on. Super cool. Thank you, and hope you have a good night wherever you are on the East, because I know it's late for you. So thanks for jumping on and sharing that with us. Next up, we're actually going to go to the West, to the Flying Rhinos Guild, where it's actually very early morning, and Flying Rhinos is going to update us on what they've been doing and the many different projects they're working with. So Flying Rhinos, the floor is yours.
Thank you, everyone. We are very excited to share our updates. I'm going to share my screen really quickly. Okay. All right. Can everyone see this all right?
Yep, looks good. All
right. So here's some of our updates. I'm going to zoom in a little bit here. So we've really successfully grown the last couple of months. Our social media has definitely taken off. We have like 3,000 plus followers on our personal social media, 70,000 impressions, 27,000 profile visits in September. We had an awesome NFT drop that made our guild stronger. And we're growing our account daily. We actually hired, I'll scroll down really quickly. We hired 2 new team members. Yana is a general assistant and Alan is our graphic designer. So we've been able to immensely grow with a whole team in flux now. Our guild's plans, we're planning to onboard as many clients as possible to help grow social media. Actually, just this morning, I had a call with Pandu and Myriad Social Network, which has great potential for kind of merging our visions in December about that time. We'll be releasing a huge ultimate social media guide right after NearCon, and right before NearCon, we're planning on doing an exclusive NFT drop with a teaser of the social media guide attached to it, actually. So this is basically the goal of helping everyone in the ecosystem be able to access this information and services without directly, getting involved with us if they don't have the time or if we don't have the resources right away. So we really want to make this, inclusive to everyone in the community to know, how do I engage on social media? How do I grow my community, etc. We will be at NearCon as well. So I will be attending NearCon. I am so excited to meet everybody. And hopefully, everyone can come up during the meet and greet and say hi. We have also onboarded, so we have 6 full clients right now. 3 are full-time social media management, so we're managing theirs full-time. And we have 3 what we call tier 2 accounts, which is basically we do weekly advising, scheduling, and kind of daily interaction with them to make sure that their social medias are going well. These are some of our current clients. So we have It's Mine, which is a new sports NFT platform launching on Near, Sancor and Legal Guild, obviously a fellow guild accounts, which are doing awesome work themselves. So we love to promote that. Question is going to be launching in November. They are a consumer data application privacy platform launching on Near, which is very exciting. Near Philippines, which will be rebranding very soon, more info to come. And then this is one I'm very excited about, the first ever comic NFT that is building on Near. We are also helping them out with their social media and designs. So really our success is measured by, how our clients are getting our feedback. And so we are super happy with all of the metrics that have come out of that. All of our clients' accounts have grown in the last few months, and we're definitely looking forward to more partnerships moving forward. We were very happy to also work with the Near Protocol official social media for a few weeks to help them get on their feet and get their social media team organized. Which was super awesome and very interesting for us to learn more about how those accounts are run. So we really appreciated that experience, and the whole team grew a lot from that. And overall, we're just excited for all the projects that are happening in Near and the opportunity to share and build them out. And as we move forward, we'd love to do more NFT drops, more engagement with the community, and any kind of resources that the community needs in terms of social media and marketing. We would love to provide. So yeah, that is, I think, the biggest updates from Flying Rhinos.
Cool. Great overview. On maybe to help explain to people listening or people interested in launching their own guild, do you find from your experience that the demand for social media is increasing as the Near ecosystem grows? Are you guys, have you had other clients who have reached out to you that you've had to kind of point to other directions, or overall, where is the kind of social media game in the Near ecosystem right now?
Yeah, I would say it's growing immensely. I think Twitter itself, a lot of the Nearverse, if you're on Twitter, that's how you're going to get promoted. That's how you're going to, find out your information and share your vision and who you are. And I also think LinkedIn and TikTok are up and coming, as well as, of course, Instagram for NFTs. So if you are an NFT, creator application, Instagram is the place to be as well. So I would say social media is very vital in terms of building your community, as well as connecting to other partnerships in the Near ecosystem, hearing news about the ecosystem, attending online events. I would say it's incredibly valuable. So if anyone does, if there are any projects out there looking for marketing, social media help, please reach out to us. We have a website, fill out the form, DM us on Twitter, Telegram, etc. The information can be found on our Twitter as well. So
and if someone wants to join your guild, how can they get in touch to kind of help out on the design or maybe the tweeting side of things?
Yeah, we will probably be hiring more help in the coming months as we grow. And you can DM us on Twitter. You can reach out on Telegram. My Telegram is foliage10. And also on our website, if you want to fill out any of the forms, then feel free and we will definitely get in touch with you.
Cool. Thanks, Flying Rhinos. We're looking forward to seeing what other projects you start to work with in the future. Great. So making sure we're attentive to time, because as we were notified for certain guild members, it's quite late at night, especially those in Australia. But real quickly, well, not real quickly, actually, we're going to move now to the third guild that's going to be presenting, and this is the Open Web Sandbox, which I think everyone knows quite well because they're highly active and they have a number of events and they're really present in the community. And we have the two co-managers of the Open Web Sandbox right now to talk about how the guild's grown and where things stand. So the floor is yours.
Hi, everyone. Really good to see you all here and have this opportunity to present the updates and generally what we are doing as a guild. So let's kick in. Wait a sec. Is it visible to everyone? Is it? Yeah. Okay, cool. So let's begin with our presentation. What Open Web Sandbox is about. As Michael said, everyone is probably already aware what we're doing, but for us, I think it's fair to say that we are an all-round outsourcing solution within the NEAR ecosystem provided by the NEAR ecosystem. What we're trying to do, go next. What we're trying to be is a digital hub filled with talented crypto enthusiasts. And we're really trying to be an inclusive society, inclusive space for collaboration and development, where everyone, regardless of their background, regardless of their skills, can just join and start doing something valuable for the ecosystem. We believe that we're an important part of the NEAR ecosystem and often the first touch point of newcomers. So the most important issues that the Open Web Sandbox helps projects and guilds from the NEAR ecosystem to deal with are, first of all, the lack of human resources. We are aware that it's not always easy to find the right people to do the job for you. And since there is so much happening around in the ecosystem, there is so much noise, it's really hard to be on top of all the things. So you can't really handle all of it. And that's why we are here to help you deal with the struggles. And there is also a lack of time, of course. We're living in a very progressive society nowadays. So we're here for you to take over and to help you save time and just give you a hand with whatever is necessary. How we're doing that? Actually, we have a pretty broad human capital. As I said, we're very inclusive. We have people with different kind of skills, a really wide range of contributors to pick from. So that's really handy. Then we're also fully taking over the project. So if guilds or projects coming over to us and asking for help, we are taking care of the project from A to Z. To Z. I'm going to talk about it in a bit in detail. And also there is awareness. So working with Open Web Sandbox guarantees promotion awareness, seeing as we're a pretty big community. This is an overview of our team. Currently, we are 8 people, then me and Sophia are present here. Then the rest you've probably seen passing by on Twitter or in our Discord. We are a merry crowd, I would say. So join our Discord to meet us personally. And then, how exactly the whole process works. As I said, we're meeting up with projects and then determining their needs. Afterwards, the project fills in the request form, and that's the last thing they have to do. As of this moment, we're fully taking over, finding the right people among our contributors. We're administrating the whole performance. We're also covering the expenses and all necessary communication with the contributors and with the project and with the ecosystem. And then we deliver the end result. So basically, it's as simple as it is. Now I'm going to give the mic to my colleague here. Sophia, the floor is yours.
All right, here I'm going to continue. Those are basically the projects that we used to work till now. Some of them can recognize yourself here. Basically, we have some guilds, we have some projects. More are to come in October, in November. We're already quite packed, I think. But this is the overview, pretty much. Next slide, please. All right. So this is the roadmap that happened to be in June when we were presenting the basic ideas of Sandbox, what we were trying to achieve, how we were going to achieve that. And I'm really proud to say that we managed to complete most of the pillars that are presented here, except of the ones that are marked with exclamation marks, such as Open Web Sandbox website that is to come in the beginning of November, expanding our DAO to be in line with the values of near ecosystem, to be fair, to be decentralized. So we're working on that. Know your customer, set up legal check. That is something that we're doing right now as well. Integration with Catalyst and sync with Avalanche Community Hub. But those are things I'm not going to go into the detail, but whoever is interested, we do have an official pitch in November, end of November. I think it's going to be the tentative date, 26th, when we're going to be presenting to Near Foundation. And whoever is interested to know more about the next roadmap for November, March is going to be, you're very welcome to join. Next slide. Yes. So what we did on top of our roadmap, those are things that kind of evolved naturally from our moderators, from our team, is the creators of the blockchain program done by Sam, basically. So sandboxers can earn NFTs for doing certain activities, such as attending MAs or similar things, or just events in general. And we also have done a huge and massive shift from what Open Web Sandbox used to be in April, May, June to what we're now. We're really trying to put effort into helping projects and guilds instead of giving people the full freedom and the free floating, maybe not as targeted opportunity to do something, but we're really trying to guide them by taking particular projects, particular opportunities from guilds and dApps and provide them to people. So that's been a massive switch. We're going to be talking about this in November as well, but that's basically in a nutshell. Next slide. So what are we up to now? We're trying to optimize our existing processes. We do have a lot of operational work, and we're trying our best to deliver as well, as much as we can, as fast as we can. We do have to reward people at the end of the month, basically, and we're doing this with the help of DAO. It's a very complicated process right now, and we're aware. So the next roadmap would be targeting optimization of the payout process, of the rewarding process, and things like that. We're working on our website. We're going to be representing our guild at NearCon. We are going to be taking care of the promotion outside of Near. So this is also for the new roadmap. And one of our new goals is actually to become all-around consultancy. So to have different kind of solo contributors, but maybe also guild members who are willing to jump on the project and that have some expertise, some familiarity with the Near ecosystem, and basically to have the talent accommodated in our guild. And also the mentorship program is something that we would like to do in assistance with the Near education, but that's for the future, basically. Next slide. Yes, that was it. If there are any questions, don't hesitate to contact any of us. We're always very responsible and very responsive. So shoot if anything.
Yeah, no, sounds, I think the performance of the Open Web Sandbox has been fantastic. If you guys go to nearguilds.com under write-ups, the Open Web Sandbox write-ups are highly popular from what they report week to week and the people coming in. And maybe if you want to just say a little bit, if you could, about if someone is, curious about what they can do in the Open Web Sandbox with like the rebranded vision of where it's going now, is this, are they expecting to get added to a guild to kind of jump on to work directly with a project? Or is it kind of also, if I'm a person jumping into the sandbox, what would you advise them kind of their attitude going in? What should they expect these days to join fresh?
I think one of the important things is to always check what are the most recent documents. And again, as I mentioned before, we do have a lot of documentation. We try, I think one of our core values is to communicate consistently and clearly. That's sometimes overwhelming. People are missing out, but we do try to work on our customer journey. And I think it's always a good idea to come to our MAs or just to ask your questions basically in the daily chat of our Discord, as it stays our main communication channel. Things might change with the website appearing, but that's basically, I think, the first step. And yeah, I don't know, we're just trying to help whoever we can, and also trying to be aware ourselves what's happening in the Near ecosystem, so that we can refer people to the right place. Maybe they don't have to be in the open web sandbox, maybe they need to be somewhere else, but we do care to say that we're people who can actually refer them to the place where they might find something interesting for themselves. Vasily, you want to add something on top of that?
No, I think you summed it up very nicely. Like we have a multiple communication channels, which we all try to use consistently. So when people join, actually the possibilities are almost, like you can do anything. Like you can start with a rolling opportunities, which is really a basic first step if you're not very sure about yourself yet, like about what you want to do. So you can choose out of a wide range of options there. But then I think lately we also onboarded multiple projects and guilds, so there's really something for everyone. So just join and show us you're there, and we'll find something for you.
Yeah, that's super dope. And I know personally that ChromeCat and Metapool had great success in the sandbox when they were trying to get their product off the ground. So if you're looking to launch a product, or get the news around in the ecosystem, talk to the merry crew of the open web sandboxers, and they'll be at NearCon as well. So have an eye out for that team at NearCon. Thank you guys. Really. Oh, there's a question actually about what is the achievement you're most proud of to date with the sandbox, if there is one.
I think from my personal perspective, it's the way the platform changed from the beginning. I mean, it launched in April, and back then there was nothing at all. Like it was just a Discord server. And I think by today, we've done so much. Sometimes it doesn't seem like that, but then you look back and you compare today with then, all the infrastructure we set up, the great team we got, the people, the community, and I don't know, I feel proud of it, to be honest. It's been a lot of work, but I feel like we're moving, we're changing the whole time, and I'm really proud of that movement.
Nice.
I think if I can add something as well, is that it's been an immense pleasure to be one of the first campaigns, so to say, within the Near ecosystem that would launch this onboarding incubating space, because Sandbox was initially supposed to be as something that would be the first touch point for people, that whenever you're coming to Near, you would be coming through the Sandbox and then you would find your place. Well, the KPIs for that, how we're going to be estimating those, the metrics, this is all yet to come. But I think the idea that Open Web Sandbox tried to do that, and also how we tried to do the processes on the way to it, I think it's something that people do appreciate. And we also received a lot of good feedback saying that, I mean, that we do the service, and a lot of people are literally saying that it's nice that there is a community when you come and just ask any questions and feel safe and not feeling like stupid that, could I ask that or can I ask that? It's a nice addition to the community development. That's what we hear, at least.
Dope. Thank you guys. In the nature of time, we'll keep moving on. I think just because we still got quite a few people to get through, but great to see the progress. Looking forward to seeing you guys at NearCon, and keep up the great work. So next we have, I think, correct me if I'm wrong. Yep, we have Corpseman Jack, who is going to be talking about the Corpseman, which I think they just got a logo. I'm pretty sure that's going to be part of the presentation. But Corpseman Jack, the floor is yours. Let's hear about the Corpseman.
Hi, can you hear me?
We can hear you.
And you can see my screen?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Corpseman Jack here. Nice to meet you guys again all. Really interested, very interesting presentations that you guys had. And it's really good to see that the community is blossoming in their own way. So for the Corpseman also, we have some exciting news. I would say that we've been pacing our development just because you have to match it as a community accelerator for the open source protocol. We definitely have to match the speed of development with the product itself. So just to give a little recap of the last month, we've had, through the help of Near and our friends at Antskill, had some success with our open call to recruit more Corpsemen. So I've been very flattered by the rush of applications and had a great time chatting and interviewing people. In general, it was very enlightening to see how many people were interested in a project excited for blockchain-based climate tech. And that's why I'm also having a lot of fun doing the Corpsman. It's just an interesting intersection between crypto and climate. It's a very rare opportunity. Not a lot of people get to work in that field. So being part of this project has been very interesting for me. So as a result, we've been able to recruit a total of 7 new members. But the recruitment is also still ongoing. We have a nice assortment of various individuals with different skill sets. One of them is a designer, some of them are blockchain developers, others are devoted community members. We know them affectionately as the Degens. And we're very excited to have such a very good group. We had our first sync in the metaverse last week, and it was just nice getting to know everybody. And I said the recruitment is an ongoing process. I think the main focus is that we do need some more writers and content creators. And I'm in touch with a few people who have applied, and we will be setting up an interview process so that we can actually get some educational material, some promo material, and some good discussions and discourse going so that we can start reaching out to the general public more. So next month, I think we will be focusing internally for the Corpsman, some workshops and content creation and community building, both internally and externally. So that will be kind of in the immediate roadmap. Another key development was the creation of the Corpsman DAO. So while Astro DAO was on testnet, we played with it a little bit because we definitely want Corpsman to function as a DAO. We want to co-mint and co-own our own NFTs. We want to provide payout and bounties through the DAO system as well. And now we are in the process of migrating to Astro DAO mainnet. And once Astro DAO is fully on mainnet, once it has a hard launch, we'll be able to operate more smoothly as a DAO. Another key development was the OFP Discord. So we have decided to open up the community just beyond the Corpsman, and the Corpsman being one key accelerator, one key force within the larger ecosystem, and the larger community ecosystem being called the Open Force Society. And very amicably, we have nicknamed everyone who joins us in this Discord server as an opener. One, because our token is called the Open Token, OPN. And secondly, an opener also alludes to the fact that everyone joining us within this journey is opening the doors to a new climate future and a new carbon economy. For our roadmap down the road, we have the one reason, and something that Ozymandias has mentioned, is that we have recruited a designer who is very talented. So a rebrand is coming up. We're still ironing out the details for the font and some of the details, but that rebrand is going in the right direction. I'm very happy about this. This mask and logo is something that I had to come up. I'm not a designer myself, so I'm very happy that a professional will be taking this on. And because we have a designer, and because we have an event coming up, we will be seeing more of Corpsman branded NFT drops. So one little sneak peek, a little alpha leak would be that it would look something along these lines. So kind of keeping in with the theme, but also staying true to the reason that we are here, which is the open force protocol. And you can see this NFT drop at NearCon. Corpsman will have physical presence in the Guilds Lounge, and we will be respecting the parallel events of the NearCon itself. So I understand that the NearCon will help in Lisbon, but also in the metaverse. We will be also having a metaverse of our own called NearHub, developed by one of our own very own Corpsmen. So it looks something like this. This is a little cheeky picture we took as a group. So we will also try to set up a Corpsman dedicated room there so that we can have a little bit of a scavenger hunt, a little bit of a quiz, so that when we do this NFT giveaways timed with NearCon to kind of give exposure to the Corpsman Guild, that not only people in Lisbon benefit from it, but people outside of Lisbon who could not make it to NearCon can also participate through the metaverse. Through this, in this roadmap, our immediate goal, immediate goal is to populate the Discord, enable sub-communities, which we call strands. That's a forestry term, to foster, different sub-communities within the general OFP ecosystem. We want to foster NFT communities, artist communities, activists. We want to be able to cater to academics and philosophers. We want to provide activities such as reading groups with a curated OFP reading list, have hangouts in our Near Hub, and just the general objective being, providing a refuge and hangout for anyone who is concerned, invested, and interested in the future of our world, so that people who join the OFP community are, of course, interested in OFP, but also largely find relief in the fact that OFP stands for something that they're interested in, which is both the crypto world and the climate world, and that we are able to kind of quench their thirst and need for it. So how to join the community? You can become an opener yourself. Join us on Discord at the Open Forest Society. After this stream, I will tweet it out through the Corpsman Twitter so that you can find it very easily. You can also still become a Corpsman. You can join us on corpsman.org to apply, or just find us on Twitter at the Corpsman. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Corpsman Jack, for that presentation. I think that OFP product and TGE won't be until March. So it's a really good sign that the community is growing so much, 5 to 6 months before the product even goes live. And I know that members of that team are going to be at COP26. And it's really cool to have this kind of climate crypto niche emerging on Near protocol. So be sure to check out that the Discord and fill out the form if you want to be a Corpsman. I think that there's a sizable amount of OPN tokens reserved for ecosystem development. And I think that it's going to be a pretty big community into the future. So.
Thank you.
Cool. Awesome. Next up, if I remember correctly, is going to be Naveen with Near NFTs. Naveen, I know you had some trouble with your screen, so you're just going to be calling in. But if you'd like, the floor is yours. You can go for it.
Hello. Yeah. Let me share the screen.
Oh, nice. You can share screen. Perfect.
Just checking. Is it visible?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Okay.
That's right.
So the Near NFT Club, this is the things that we have promised to do. This was the vision of us, that we will be creating a single platform to promote all the activities of NFT marketplaces, activities, artists, collector, enthusiasts, making them to connect from a single platform. And going through these 3 months, these past 3 months, we have identified that we need to add few more things, like we need to add NFT communities, NFT DAOs. Those are also the people and the big communities who are directly associated with the NFT artists. So this is something new that we are adding into our vision. And apart from this, these are the segments that we have promised to promote. The first one was the enthusiast one. And to promote this segment, we have initiated a program of minting the NFTs on our Mintbase account in free, giving the new artists the platform of our platform in terms of visibility or from our social media accounts, in terms of the initial tokens that they need to mint the NFTs, and the awareness how they can mint the things on the Near NFT ecosystem. So this was the first initiative that we have initiated. After that, we have initiated second thing in this enthusiast program, where we are conducting regional NFT workshops. We have already conducted workshops for India and Vietnam, and for the next month we will be doing it for USA and Ukraine. And apart from that, we are also connecting with the NFT communities, regional communities who are having a good amount of NFT people, the people who are minting on different platforms. We are trying to connect with them, trying to give them the free Mintbase account and Paras visibility, so that they can come into the Near ecosystem. So this was the first segment that we have justified over here. The second one, the marketplace and for the communities, to cover all the announcements and the work that they have been doing. Where for that we have initiated Near NFT Weekly, where we are putting up all the weekly work the communities and the marketplace is doing. Every week on Monday, we are putting it up on our Twitter channel and on our the blog channel is the Get Review is there, from where we are putting up these things. The second is for the marketplace and communities, we have collaborated with It's Mine marketplace, where we will be promoting them from our NFT channels. We will be providing them some NFT artists if they are interested to work on for the It's Mine 9 marketplace. And the third thing is we are providing the regular notification and content sharing of all the marketplaces and communities that are running on near from our Twitter, Instagram, and Telegram channels. So this is the segment 2 that we have justified. The third segment, the third segment about the artists and the collector. For this segment, we have done these things like the first one is to feature the artist via our Telegram channel, Instagram, and Twitter channels. Right now, we are putting up like 3 posts a day from our Instagram. Same goes for Twitter and Telegram, in which we are putting up the NFT that people are requesting us to share from our channels, as we are having a good amount of audience right now. So they are getting a better visibility. It is becoming like a duplex communication where we are putting up the things the artists want us to put up. Like they are also requesting like where they want to get their content to be shared, like on Instagram, Telegram, or in Twitter. So based on that, we are promoting those things. The second we have initiated is the Beyond the NFTs, where apart from the NFT, we are covering the stories of those NFT artists, how they have came into the NFT ecosystem, how they have adopted the near NFT ecosystem, and what is the thought process that they are using or they are having to mint the NFTs that they are doing. So that is being covered by the Beyond the NFT section. The third is we have also evolved as a NFT collectors. NFT collector in the sense we have seen that there are few artists like they struggle to sell up their NFTs into the market right now. So they connect with us. We share some kind of we share like NFT drop events where they share their NFTs, and based on that, if we find that NFT is useful and it is having some kind of good cause behind it, we purchase that NFT and put it on our NFT stores on Mintbase and Paras. This is the thing. Apart from this, we are also working on NFT point system, which is something we will be doing in future. I'll be covering that in the later section. And the last thing is we are also providing our platforms as a NFT giveaway event, where the artists, we are connecting with the artists from doing NFT giveaways from our channels, and making sure that those NFTs that they are minting gets a high visibility among the social media channels, and the people who are doing those NFT giveaways get a good amount of followers because of that. So this is also getting a good results. We have previously done for 2 artists in this month, and yes, they have grown like 300 to 400 followers in 2 or 3 days in Twitter. So this thing also resulted very well for promoting the artists. So this is the 3 segments that we have covered till now. And
fantastic, Naveen. One quick question. I'm interested. So in terms of your experience with how many artists and NFT creators you've seen in the near ecosystem and kind of minting on the different products in the near ecosystem over the last 3 to 4 months, what has that trajectory looked like? Is it growing significantly? Is it growing moderately? How is the NFT community? And then for your guild personally, how are you guys doing? Do you have help? Is the guild growing itself with members to kind of help promote these artists and creators? Kind of just talk about the growth trajectories of both, if you could.
Okay, let me show you this. This is the audience growth that we have achieved from our channels, and these growths are from our ecosystem. Like we have started from Twitter, Instagram, and Telegram, and this is the growth result of October. That we can see that we are having like 1900 followers on Twitter, 320 on Instagram. Instagram we are pushing it very hard, but yeah, we are struggling there. But we have initiated another program for that we will be promoting from the next month. So let's see how that Instagram works for that. And for the Instagram, Telegram, and channel, we are having 290 plus people on us. And now the growth has been so massive that now handling those things from the Telegram channel is getting difficult right now. So we are moving to the Discord. We will be making it live next month. Jacob Mayer is helping us to set up the Discord channel. So we will be having the categorized communities, sub channels. The artists will be having their own sub channels, like the people who are having a good amount of roadmap. The roadmap that those people are, like Nearbits is having them, Art of Monster is having them. So these kind of people will be having their own channels where they can put up their roadmaps, and the collectors can easily identify what kind of work is going on. Instead of going on to the other different sections, different channels, they can get the all information from the single channel. So this is the plan that we'll be doing into our, this is the future roadmap. This is for the November, December, and January. In November, we'll be setting up the Discord channel fully live. We will be having most communication into the Discord. In December, we will be putting up the NFT DAO for purchasing the NFTs, being as a potential collector of NFTs with the help of NFT point calculator, where we will be providing some points for the activities those people will be doing, like sharing their NFT on the different channels, promoting those NFTs onto the auction houses, writing up about the NFTs into the blogs, and doing some videos. So we will be putting up some points for them. And after getting those points will be converted into the near price and near tokens. And we will be spending up those near tokens to purchase their NFT. So they will be becoming independent people to share the NFT, and will be having a good understanding about how they can sell out their NFT to the global ecosystem. And in the January, we are trying to set up a website, or there will be a course where the new people who are for the enthusiasts, it's going to be for them. The people will be having a course like Near Learn is having right now. So people will be understanding about what is NFT, how to mint NFT on our platforms, and based on that, they will be getting some reward points, and those reward points can be converted into the near tokens, and ultimately those near tokens can be utilized to mint their NFTs and purchase their NFT store. So this is something that we have divided into the upcoming 3 months. And apart from that, the other activities we will be doing, like we will be doing collaboration with the other country guilds. We will be organizing other giveaway events. And yes, we are getting requests from the other guilds also to suggest them NFT artists so that they can also participate into the NFT giveaway events. The third will be like to increase the visibility of the artist. This thing is again going to be from the Discord. The fourth will be to connect the NFT communities and the auction houses on Near. We will be doing from the Discord channel. And the last one will be we will be initiating more online and physical workshops regional wise, so more people can understand what we are doing and how the things are better from the Near ecosystem. Yeah.
Awesome. Sounds fantastic, Naveen. I think everyone's really excited to see how this grows, and with NFTs positioned for some pretty fantastic growth and use cases in the coming 6 months to a year. I think that there's going to be ample amounts of opportunity for Near NFTs to continue interfacing with the people entering the ecosystem fresh, looking for opportunities. So thanks for the update. And I think I see at the bottom there, you can get in touch with them at Near NFT, their Telegram at Near NFTs Club, and the website nearnft.club. In the interest of time, because we're moving through this, we're trying to move through so that we can fit everybody in, because I know there's a lot of people and only limited amounts of time. Next, we are going to be hearing about the Near Legal Guild, which is one of the most unique legal structures, I think, in the crypto space, and it provides a significant amount of clarity and value in a rather confusing industry right now. So Santiago, the floor is yours to take away where the Near Legal Guild is at today.
Thanks, Michael. Just wanted to say hi to the known faces and also hello to the new ones. It's just great to be here again. And yeah, we just wanted to run a quick update on what's the Legal Guild about, how things have been happening for us during the last month. As you know, we were officially launched on July the 16th in this Guild Wave launch. And since then, we are just amazed by seeing the level of engagement that we are getting in the community. So it's just great to be able to talk about this. Right now, as you know, for those who doesn't know the Legal Guild, we're just a legal community inside of the ecosystem that aims to help the project in order to identify potentially difficult, or let's just say relevant legal topics that in some cases are identified, in some others they are still not too clear. So our idea is to be established in the community. As you know, we have been doing this actively during the last months. The rhythm has been hectic for the Legal Guild. We're engaging right now with a lot of communities. Right now, we're working with 16 different projects regarding different topics, legal topics, and issuing recommendations for the majority of these projects and producing content in a different format. So regarding the work, this engagement with the projects directly, we are focusing right now in trying to cover the hottest topics in the community, which happens to be as relevant that I can mention right now. KYC seems to be one of the main legal concerns and issues that affects the community. Tokenization, of course, the creation of a DAO, legal entities for these new structures. How could they operate in different legislations? Also is very interesting regarding the NFTs, ownership of the NFTs, intellectual property, how to protect your creation. This is mostly directing towards the artists who happen to have these doubts, or they don't know how to protect their work when they make it available online and it just copied or transformed. So a lot of different topics covered by a growing team. We are right now 7 lawyers in 7 different countries with different specialties. The team keeps growing. We just launched an internship program, and we are actively recruiting interns just to help us with the workload, because it's been hectic at the Legal Guild right now. We're adding potentially an expert in taxes for crypto to the team. So hopefully in the upcoming months, we will also be able to cover this legal field, which happens to be also very interesting and very relevant inside of the community, as you know. The team keeps growing. The topics that we're covering keeps growing. Right now we have something around 7 deliverables ready that we will make available in the upcoming weeks. I hope that as soon as possible, very, very soon, on our upcoming website, which is almost ready right now. And our idea is to centralize the content there on the website so it can be available for the community. You guys will be able to access a lot of different materials covering a lot of different topics and issues. And what we have been focusing to do right now and just until now and to create is identify these legal concerns and to add value to the community, creating these materials that will be available, as mentioned, for you on the website. So what we tend to do is just have a one-to-one interview with the projects when they reach out to us to identify the hottest topics, the main legal concerns that they might be affected by, and to create, in some cases, some tailored legal assistance. In some others, just extracting the more relevant components from this situation in order to create some kind of like playbooks, use cases scenarios that, as mentioned, we will be sharing with you in the upcoming weeks. So this is regarding the internal organization, let's just say. We are being helped by the Rhino Guild. They are our media marketing. Shout out to the Rhino Guild, because they have been doing solid work for us. And we're finally getting ready to define our identity, not only visual identity, but also to be able to communicate the message, because this is being really important for us right now. When engaging with the projects, we are just seeing that there is some kind of like not so correct idea that is being spread out all around the ecosystem, that we are here to act as lawyers for the projects. So whenever we are interviewing with a project, we normally tend to see that the majority of these projects get the impression that we will act as lawyers for them, and we will provide a full compliant framework for them to operate in the cryptoverse and crypto system. So we're trying to polish the message and to communicate it properly, that we are here to help, but we also want to be conservative with potential liability, because we are not capable to act right now as lawyers for the teams. So this is important for everyone who is here to just acknowledge it. We're willing to help, but the Legal Guild is not a free legal service. So we are here to help the community, but we need to focus the way that we will work with all of you. And actually, we want to just create value to the community. So as mentioned, we're just shaping and polishing the message, and also to be able to transmit this on a good way. For concrete actions, we're also focusing in education. We shaped a course that we are proud to announce that will be shared as soon as possible regarding privacy and cybersecurity. We want to provide some legal advice for projects and developers inside of the community regarding securitization of information and data privacy when developing an application or an ecosystem. So what kind of legal concerns should be arise when before I start developing my application. So this is something that is coming. We are willing to create something in the lines of a near legal academy, but we still need to find the proper format to make all of this content available. Yes, in the meantime, we keep sharing bi-weekly legal analysis. You can go on our Medium and check our articles, because they are thought for the community after we have been interviewing with a lot of projects. And in the growth sphere, we're just growing with new alliances. Also, special shout out to some of the guilds inside of this chat room, especially to the Suncor, NFT, and main base. We have been in communication with Kevin and from Suncor, and we are willing to work with them, collaborating, creating a crypto panorama framework for Kenya and mostly for Africa. In the future, we also want to be able to engage with the legislators. So this is looking really good, but slowly. It needs to be developed slowly, since it's a big project. We're also happy to announce that we will be a part of a NearCon panel. We will host just a panel, as mentioned, covering two topics that are key inside of the community right now. Number one is the DAOs, legal issues of regarding the DAOs. And the second one is the NFTs, regarding all of these things that I mentioned in the past: ownership, how to protect my work, what can I do as an artist if I see that my rights are being vulnerated somehow. So connected to this, the Legal Guild will also be launching an Airdrop campaign. We are creating an NFT to give 30 minutes of free legal advice to anyone who just wins the NFT. We will announce this officially in the NearCon panel, and things are just going smoothly. In the meantime, we will be creating some other collaborations with some communities from the Near Core officially. A video campaign is coming, officially backed by the Near Core. And we have a very interesting project with some core members. Some of them are here present in the room. The idea is to develop a legal part inside of the bigger project of the Near Wiki, and to be able to provide knowledge, at least define the basic knowledge regarding legal aspects in the blockchain and DLTs world that will be included in this bigger project, the Near Wiki, and made available for all of you. So as a sum up, we're just growing. The pace is hectic. This is the only word I can think about right now, but we're happy to keep engaging with you guys, with the community. Just let us know if you have any concerns and ideas. We will be present at NearCon also in the Guild Launch event. So we will be physically representing the Legal Guild there. And if you feel that you want to just have a conversation with us or just bring some topic on the table, feel free to reach out to us. The website will be ready soon. There you will be able to reach out to us as a contributor or as a project with a request. And also, if you're interested to join our internship program, it will be ready there. So far so good. I'm sure that I'm missing more things, but this is it.
Fantastic, Santiago. Just to recap, 7 lawyers, a part of that team. Kind of identity rebrand on the coming up. Big part there. The Near Legal Guild is going to play at NearCon. And I think more than anything, this is just a quality service that you and your team are providing to a very new and experimental space. So I'm sure, people looking at different ecosystems to join, it's a comfort knowing that at Near you can rely upon, a group of legal experts to help direct your project as you try to get it off the ground. So thanks so much, Santiago. We're really looking forward to the amazing work that you and your team are doing, and definitely keep it up because we value it immensely. So for, as many of you may know, he goes by AVB. He has his own podcast. It's 2 a.m. his time, and he's actually stayed up to talk to you all about what the Silicon Craftsmen have been up to. AVB, the microphone is yours, sir. And AVB, we can't hear you at all, actually.
Sorry, I'm such a boomer. Can you see my screen properly now?
Yeah, we can.
Fantastic. So yeah, my name is AVB. I am the lead for the Silicon Craftsmen, also known as UX is Near. And we've got a bit of an overview here of all the different aspects that we've been working on. But I guess that before we jump on, a bit of an overview on what Silicon Craftsmen is. So we've got a hypothesis that, Ethereum hit product market fit, but they were not able to scale at a technical level. We believe that most modern blockchains focused too much on the technical challenges of scalability, and most succeeded. But Near is one of the few blockchains that actually focused not just on technical scalability, and we do have some novel solutions there, but they're also focused on day one on being able to build a stack that enables builders to create really special user experiences. So we are here on a mission to amplify that message, to let the world know of what it is possible to build on Near, to attract more talent to the Near ecosystem, and to basically fast tracks projects' speed to building products that hit the mass audience. So in an attempt to achieve that mission, we've got product demos, product design, a user testing program, a new show and tell series, and a podcast. So I'll really quickly dive into each one of those. Product demos are very simple. This was the first initiative that we started. We've got over 60 hours of viewing on YouTube, and it's basically an explainer about products and features on Near. At the moment, some of the key highlights that you can see on the screen. We've got a collaboration with Metapool. That video made it to all the Metapool official launch blog posts and product hunt, among others. We also have a collaboration with AstroDAO. They've actually requested for a new video because there's been some recent changes to the UI UX, but they really like the first one so much they'd like to include it as well in their official launch next week. And we're open for any requests from the ecosystem. So we've got a few things there on the pipeline. One of the things that we'd like to do as we go forward into the future is to try to remove the bottleneck. So have the Silicon Craftsmen be, I guess, like a mediator or facilitator. So we can basically have many product demos created by the community, and we basically help organize these things. The next category is product design. So basically, we're coming in with our product hat and helping projects in the ecosystem and individuals with an idea at every step of the product design process. So it could be as early stage as ideation, helping with design sprints, tokenomics, a lot of governance in DAOs, and go-to-market strategy. Oh, there's a typo, that's embarrassing. So basically, we've been having a lot of one-on-one meetings. I like to say that I hand out my Calendly like candy, and there's a lot of exploration. So once again, we basically like to tell people to come to us with their ideas, and we will help them find a way. We connect them with other players in the ecosystem. We're collaborating quite closely with other guilds in the ecosystem And yeah, this is an area that may not be as publicly visible because it involves a lot of one-on-one interactions with projects, but we believe it is extremely high value. So some of the teams that we've been working on here go from Metapool, AstroDAO, Ref Finance, Near Misfits, among many others. And once again, we're looking for ways to expand our capacity to deal with more and more teams. So the Silicon team has actually been expanding recently, and we're in conversations to find ways to continue to expand capacity. The next one is Silicon testers. So the product design phase comes in at an earlier stage of product design. Basically, we help you refine your idea and get a bit more clarity on what you should be working on. Silicon testers comes a little bit later in that process, and basically it's putting things in front of users to validate whether what you have actually created is the correct solution. So we've just finished a user testing session and a focus group for AstroDAO, and we've got a couple more in the pipeline. And it is really valuable to create a cohort of experienced testers. We want to have a diverse group that represents all different customer segments, and basically help teams craft everything from the pre-test questionnaires, get as much insight as possible from the users, to the actual testing experience. We defined all the tasks and the criteria that users need to do. We record screens, we draw insights from that, and then we draw the post-test questionnaire survey to once again draw as much insights as possible. Sometimes we follow up with user testing. There's a lot of value there as well. And this is one of the things that we're happy to bring in, that framework and that expertise, and basically have a plug and play that every project in the ecosystem can benefit for. The product design and the Silicon testers, we see especially a lot of value for teams that may not have a dedicated product manager, but that are able to reach out to us and we help them with these things on a case-by-case basis. And we've got the new Show and Tell series. So we were very, very inspired by the Launch and Learn and the Whiteboard series that you can see on the screen. They're both available on the Near main YouTube channel. And we basically see these as a masterclass. They're a technical deep dive, and they really illuminated a lot of the blockchain space for us. And we believe they create extreme value for a lot of people. So we basically wanted to create something similar, but instead of going deep into the technical side of the blockchain space, we want to go deep into the product and design space. So we've just held our first Show and Tell series with the Croncat team, and it was a really, really interesting journey through, how they discovered the problem, all the products that they attempted to create on their way to Croncat, some of the features of Near that they've really used in the product and that they're unique to Near. So we're really excited about that. As with most things that we do, and this ties in nicely to the podcast, a lot of the things that we're doing are creating assets that will live online forever so that people can find them whenever they find Near. So something like the Show and Tell series, the product demos, the podcast, we believe that they will keep yielding results as the Near ecosystem expands. And we think that's very valuable because we need to find ways to scale. And finally, we've got the Wild User Interviews podcast. So this is part of our strategy on trying to reach people where they are. We are aware that a lot of the content in the blockchain space can be very technical, can be a little bit boring. It can be a little bit off-putting if you're not in the purely technical space. And we truly believe that we need all sorts of people, especially creative problem solvers, designers, product people, specific to Silicon. So we want to own the distribution channels. We want to have a light-hearted conversation, make it fun, make it interesting, make it something that you can share with a friend. And so far we've had an excellent string of interviewees, including Ozymandias himself and the Swine Guild team, amongst others. So we're really happy to see the growth on this one. So far, the trend that we have noticed, which we think is extremely valuable, is we don't have that many listens, but people that do start listening to the podcast tend to come back and listen to all the episodes sequentially. And with each subsequent episode that we publish, the number of listeners grow. So I think this is a trend that is really positive into the future, and we're really happy to see it through. And I guess really quickly to wrap it up, if you want to get involved, just follow us on Twitter, UX is near. We also have the community hub where you can join. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions.
Yeah, fantastic. I just want to say, you know, the niche that I think the Silicon Craftsmen are saturating in the ecosystem is super important for projects to get quick feedback and insights into how they can improve their product and how their product compares to others. So thanks, Alejandro, for the great work that you're doing. I had a great time on the podcast, and even though half of it was missed out, but the good news is that the half that got cut out was when we talked about aliens. So there's no record of me having a position on aliens now.
The
so
aliens did it.
That's a benefit. Excellent. Thank you so much. And I'll let you grab some sleep, as I know it's 2 a.m., 2:15 a.m. your time. So looking forward to what's next for the Silicon Craftsmen, but it's clear you've been, you know, pretty busy these last couple of months. So thanks for all the great work you've done in the ecosystem.
Michael.
Next, we have Zucchini Fries and the Merchants of Near team, also goes by Thomas. Thomas, why don't we kick off where the merchants are at? I think one of your merchants analysts is actually going to have a weekly show on Rise and Grind starting this week. And yeah, I'm interested to hear what you have to say about how the merchants have grown in the last couple months.
Great. Hey guys. Yeah, it's nice to see that, you know, there's a lot of people in crypto, and there's a lot of things going on. You know, there's a legal system, there's the UX design, but at the end of the day, a lot of people are in crypto to just make money. So kind of that's what we're kind of tackling in the financial aspect, price technical analysis. So let's get started. Let me share my screen. Oh, okay. I guess it's not, my screen is not sharing right now, but so right now the team is consisting of 3 people or 4 people, including me. We have Yuppie. He's a merchant analyst. He's also near DGen. He's pretty in tune with the near eco space projects going on, but his main role is a merchant analyst. He's producing daily content on technical analysis on the price of near. And he's also trying to do a beginners series. I think he's going to be the one on the grind show with you and Rin, Ozzy. Is that correct?
Yeah, Mansaqueta is going to be doing a sub show on trading in the near ecosystem through the merchants on behalf of the merchants every Thursday at 2:40 p.m.
Cool.
Central European time. Yeah.
Yeah, so that will be pretty interesting to see. There's a lot of people in the near eco space that are different like trading levels. So there's a lot of people they're just beginners. They like to just hold and you know stake, which is a really good alternative. But there's also a small niche community who are kind of like actively trading, day trading, swing trading, and trying to find, you know, min-maxing on the small movements of near based on kind of news and different cycles. So I wish I could share my screen. But yeah, we have two analysts, Misinformed and Yuppie Matsukeda, and we're trying to produce more content for beginners. So we're now doing a YouTube show, or we have YouTube videos out basically on near technical analysis and breakdowns. Our first episode is on Bollinger Bands. Bollinger Bands are really important for like smaller timeframes. So 4-hour to 1-hour windows are the likely timeframes you use for Bollinger Bands. They're good for seeing out breakouts and kind of dips. If it hits an upper band, then it might be time to sell. Hits a lower band, might be time to buy, that kind of stuff. And then we also brought on Second as a community manager. There's a lot of projects launching on Near right now, like Aurora, Paris, Ref Finance, and there's a lot of yield opportunities you can do with your Near. So liquidity pools, staking through Metapool, Cheddar Farms, and you can earn a lot of these new tokens. So we brought him on as a content manager, community kind of engager. just to reach out and teach everyone how to do these different yield opportunities. What's a good APR? What project can you trust? I don't know if there's a lot of educational content on these projects. So that's been really nice because there's so many projects launching on the DeFi Near project protocol now. So we just have to be more in tune with that. So we have that and second, and then we have, just the merchants community, just producing good TA and for everyone to kind of learn and educate about. So you still can't see my screen, right?
No, I don't know. Did it ban you from sharing it? Was there a technical issue with letting you share it?
Yeah.
It should be just the share screen, green button at the bottom, and then you click the screen that you want to share.
Okay. Okay. I had that too many slides anyways. So yeah, so some of the content we're producing and posting is just based on like recent price action. So a lot of people are asking about like, why is Bitcoin going up so much? Bitcoin recently broke the 60,000 barrier and it's approaching all-time highs at like 64, 65,000. So kind of we're trying to keep the community up to date with, just market conditions. So one of the reasons why Bitcoin has dominated so much in the market space recently is because there's a lot of FUD around Tether. The last 7 to 10 years, people have been saying, oh, Tether isn't fully backed. Tether is kind of just a pump and dump from its corporation to pump Bitcoin, because around 90% of the Tether that is minted just goes straight to Bitcoin. So the FTC recently just settled with Tether, and they have deemed Tether as fully backed. It's not fully cash backed, so it's not every dollar of Tether out there is $1 in a bank somewhere, but they do have assets backing up out of Tether. So they could be bonds, it could be treasuries, that kind of resources.
And I think, Thomas, you also mentioned that there's a ongoing monthly trading contest as well through the merchants as well. Is that right?
Oh yeah. I'm just kind of giving a brief overview of the content and market analysis right now we're doing. But yeah, and another reason why Bitcoin's gone up so much is because there's a rumblings about ETFs. But yes, that's kind of our main content right now is analysis, and then we have a weekly and a monthly trading contest. This is a way to give back to the community, to make sure that the people who are posting and answering people's questions are rewarded. It's broken down into 4 weekly contests. We have Google Forms for you to submit, and once you submit, you write a couple detailed explanation, a couple sentences, and then you post on our Telegram channel. We give out like up to 40 near for the monthly winners and up to 7 near for the weekly winners. So pretty lucrative opportunities if you are an expert. Also, if you're not an expert, if you try your best and you post 4 times a month, then you also rewarded that. So that's kind of our content from the community side. We'll recap that every month based on like accuracy and based on just detailed analysis. So we have that. And also we're trying to do a beginner guide on series on beginners for trading. So there's a lot of technical indicators that we're trying to break down. So Bollinger Bands are a big one we use on our analysis. So we're trying to teach people how to use Bollinger Bands, how to read them and how to understand them. Moving averages is a really simple one that people can use. So moving average crosses, like a 20-day, 50-day cross, what does that mean? And Fibonacci levels are another one that are commonly used in our analysis. So we want to give people just an understanding and have beginners also post their technical analysis for us. So that's kind of where we're doing. We're trying to do more outreach to beginners and the community at large. So that's why we have Masakita on the podcast weekly, and we're trying to reach out to other guilds and firms, other projects that are launching to kind of do analysis on them. Yeah, so that's where we're at. Membership growth has been rising, but still a little bit slow. We're at 60 members right now, up from like 200 members last month. And the good thing about that is that we have the membership has been increasing at the same rate the community activity has been increasing. So the people who are joining recently are interested in the space and producing content as well. So that is a good sign, just based on there's not many people who are just coming in and not really adding value to the community. What we're most proud of, I think, is just the accuracy of our predictions. Right now, NEAR has been trading sideways, and we've been kind of predicting the upper and lower bounds pretty accurately based on what's going on. We currently think that like 727 is a really good stable point, and we saw that bounce. We saw that drop to around $7, reclaim the support level, and then we also have been, the upper bound has been around $8. So it's been nice seeing how accurate we are on the prediction side of things, and just giving people explanation of what's going on with the price and what to look for in the kind of trading environment.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Thomas, for that overview. I think, if you think that you're a good trader, there's going to be a lot of new tokens in the NEAR ecosystem in the future. Ref is launched, Octopus is launched, Flux is launching if they haven't already. And so I think the merchants are going to get much busier as time goes on. So if you have those trading skills, you're looking to refine them, join in on the Telegram group, hop on and support the merchants of NEAR for the work they do in the ecosystem. So thanks so much, Thomas.
Thanks, Ozzy.
Cool. All right. So we got the Swine Guild next. And the Swine Guild is going to be discussed by Coyote. And I think most people in the ecosystem know her or Sue at this point, because I think the Swine Guild works with like everybody. But Swine Guild, the floor is yours if you want to give a nice, preferably quick, because we're running quite over time. We still have 3 more people to go through. So if you want to do a kind of quick cursory overview of where things are and where things are going, that would be fantastic.
Yeah, thank you. Can you guys hear me?
We can.
Okay, awesome. Thanks for that little introduction. Yeah, I can keep it pretty brief. So I am, some people might know me as Coyote or Chloe. I'm one of the leaders of Swine Guild, and we are basically the meme hub of NEAR. And so currently we're at a really good place in terms of diversity and growth. With all the growth going on within the guild, gaining new members and kind of expanding to different languages. So we have several translators, which has been really awesome and fun to work with them. So we're kind of currently shifting our focus back to making sure that our content sort of rises to the occasion, that it's really good quality. We're sort of cracking back down on that and sort of refining our meme making skills a little bit. And so currently we're focused on that mostly. We have about 15 working members of the guild. 6 are English meme makers. We have 3 Russian guys who run the Swine Guild Russia. We just this month added on an Italian sector. So Swine Guild Italia is kind of getting up and running. We have memes being shared by several Spanish translators through the NEAR Venezuela channel, the NEAR Hispano channel, and the NEAR Dominicana channel as well. So yeah, we've just really been focusing on expanding. The purpose of memes is kind of, to have them go viral in a sense, or just be shared widely. And so that's what we're trying to do with the message of NEAR and the different projects that are going on within the NEAR ecosystem. So we've even been expanding to just from Twitter to even like Facebook and Reddit. So other platforms, we're kind of experimenting with that as well. We hosted a contest for the Bob Boom NFT. It's actually going to be the first mini comic series NFT on NEAR. And that's by the NFT artist Samtoshi F. Baby. Some of you may know him. He works with the Sandbox folks as well. So that was really exciting. We do host a contest every month, and basically we focus on a different aspect of the ecosystem or a specific project. Sometimes people will reach out to us and have us basically support them through hosting a contest with their project as the theme to gain traction and bring awareness to their to what they're doing. So that's been really great. Where the guild is going, we're looking at making a meme library right now. Basically something that's open to the community that is basically going to be a search engine for any meme resources that anyone needs. And we're going to try to make it to where it's sort of semi-public, where anyone can upload their memes, and then anyone can also search in a search bar and find any content that they need to use for any specific purpose. So that is exciting. And then basically our main goal is just like to become really accessible. We're working towards all these different language groups, and basically, yeah, just trying to expand to make it like as global and as inclusive as possible. We just want to be able to
real
support,
quickly here,
everyone across the board.
real quickly, in the last couple of months, have you seen a pretty big increase in kind of the demand for the memes that you guys are making, and kind of the overall impact of what you guys are doing kind of across different communities? Has the trajectory been kind of correlated with the growth of the ecosystem, you'd say?
Oh, definitely. A lot of the projects that we get reaching out to us or requesting meme services from us are new projects, or projects that are, have launching something or coming out with a really big update. And so with the growth that's coming out of the ecosystem, has been a huge demand for that kind of marketing, especially on Twitter and things of that nature. That's where, most people are going to get that information. And so, yeah, to answer your question, yes, definitely. It's really like ramped up. Last month, we got about, I think, 9 different meme requests for 9 separate projects. We even kind of delved into doing some TikToks for DBio Network. And yeah, so we've kind of just been all over the place, jumping around all over the ecosystem. And it's definitely ramped up a lot.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for that update on Swine Guild. I think you guys have been huge contributors to a host of different projects and communities, if we could say. And the Near ecosystem is very glad to have you guys.
Thank you.
Kevin Mazi is here to talk about S2. I think S2 has exploded. African interest in the open web is on the rise, and Kevin is doing a pretty great job of using S2 to saturate that market. Kevin, do you want to kind of give a quick overview in 3 to 5 minutes of what S2 has been up to and what's on the horizon?
Absolutely. Well, first of all, thank you so much, Ozyman Diaz, for the opportunity, and the Ants team. You guys are doing great, and this is a great opportunity for us to have more interaction and visibility. So briefly, just for you guys to have an idea, what's been going on in the Sankore team over the few weeks, and it kind of showcase the progress. So Ozyman Diaz, if you can just confirm if you can see this real quick.
Yep.
The screen.
Very
Excellent.
clear. Yep.
Excellent. So just to kind of briefly go through, we're going to discuss briefly about sort of the core pillars that the goal, and then eventually core pillars that we've organized Sankore currently, an opportunity that we currently have, a roadmap, and also an introduction to the team that we have. So kind of to reiterate, our goal with Sankore is to integrate near blockchain to projects and solutions in Africa. So we've pretty much kind of organize Sankore's activities in 3 main pillars. The first one is education. That's a pain point that we've noticed in not only Kenya, but overall in different regions in Africa, in terms of educating people on blockchain, and especially also the unique proposition that Near protocol has. And we'll go into also exploring opportunities to have our own courses developed as well. We have an amazing opportunity here at Sankore Climate, which is the second pillar, to be partnered with Open Forest Protocol, which is an amazing opportunity that we have that helps facilitate forest managers to organize and monitor and verify the data that they use to plant trees and to show the progress of that. So we're very much happy to be part of that as well. Sankore Solution, which is sort of the backbone really of Sankore, is where we really are working with local companies to onboard them onto the NEAR protocol and help develop their projects. So really, these are sort of the three main pillars that you see that we have in education, climate, and solution. Now, we currently have two projects that we're working on briefly to kind of give you an idea. One is with a local modeling company. In fact, it's a company that helps guide and mentors Kenyan models. And we're building a DeFi solution, which is actually first DeFi solution that the modeling industry would see and build onto the NEAR protocol, which we're very much excited also to work with Inc. for Guild. And they're guiding us, helping us prototype the designs or design the prototype really. And we'll be crafting soon a story, the story in an animation video, which we're really much excited to show the community. A second project that we're working on here, it's actually what actually NEAR's first Africa-focused NFT marketplace. We're working with another company here in Kenya. It's a creative company. They have concerts and they host events and workshops. And we want to, they basically what we're trying to do is to create this NFT marketplace and integrate a social token with it. So currently the status is that we're confirming the license agreement between us and the company, our client. And we're going to be also working with a solution architect to kind of pretty much same thing with the modeling industry to design a prototype of the project. And to kind of end off here with the last thing that I wanted to share is a tour that is being organized with various local news medias in Kenya that will happen in the next month and the month of December as well. This is actually the first time that we get to share this in the community. And this is basically an opportunity here where we're going to be visiting 5 cities, which will be 5 events and reaching up to 5,000 people. So I'll outline briefly kind of like the objectives, the outcome, the reach, and the target audience for you guys to have an idea. So the goal here really is to kind of identify talent, which will be an amazing opportunity for the NEAR protocol to already kind of have its presence and look at the different projects that are in Kenya that are rising that could be built on the NEAR protocol, and also have an opportunity to educate on what NEAR is, as there's an opportunity as well to kind of explain the awareness of the crypto landscape really in Kenya, which is one of the outcomes that we have. And the reach really here, as I mentioned, we have 1,000 people for each event, for all events, so 200 each. And the pre-activities will be 50,000 people in total. And for the digital platforms, we're looking at 5 million people. And the audience here are going to be fintech professionals, policymakers, tech hubs, crypto traders, universities and college students. So it's quite an opportunity here, and we'll talk more about it coming days really. But that's something that I wanted to kind of show you guys of the opportunities really that we have here. So to end off the roadmap, we have been given this amazing opportunity to be present at the NEARCon, and we'll be speaking there as well, talking a little bit more about the relevance of blockchain in Africa, working on our projects, and eventually going on into the tour. So here's our team. We have Magnus DKC, an amazing marketer. He's a chief marketing officer for Sankore. As some of you may have known, Nadivoshka on Medium and on Twitter, an amazing blog writer, actually one of our lead blog writers right now, especially related to NFTs. We have Tema Laruna Labne Pikun. He does the research and understands a bit more about the audience that we have in Kenya, and kind of like reducing the gap between crypto world and Africans. We have our advisor, John Karanja, has been the one who's been pushing blockchain education in the last 10 years in Kenya. And we have Fred Sepp, senior advisor, and he is been in the IT space over 20 years and knows quite well about doing business in Kenya. And then myself, Mazi, on Telegram, leading S2. And to give you a few metrics here, we got 6 people that I'm very much proud of to be working with, 45 members on Telegram, and 225 followers on Twitter. So feel free to reach me out. Very much accessible on both Telegram, Twitter, very much, and also especially if you have people that you know that would be solution architects or developers on the continent. We're currently hiring and looking for project managers as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it for me. Thank you for this opportunity.
Fantastic. Thank you, Kevin, for that overview. And I think we're looking forward to your moderation and also discussion at NearCon for the future of S2, and also that upcoming tour. It sounds fantastic. It sounds like a great first step for the Near ecosystem on the continent of Africa. So great work on that front. All right, two guilds left. We have a lot of guilds in this ecosystem. The second to last guild is a well-known guild. They have done a fantastic job of building a suite of different projects in the ecosystem. I know Alina will have tons of things to talk about, and she's just going to provide a nice update on what the Inc4 and Mineral guilds have been doing on the development side of things for the different people inside of the Near ecosystem. So Alina, thanks for sticking around this far into it, and looking forward to hearing about how the guild's doing.
Hi guys, thanks Ozzy. Real nice to see all of you here, and just allow me to say that great presentations, a lot of beautiful infographics, a lot of information, and I'm really happy to hear that a lot of people in community dedicate so much efforts to building this ecosystem and developing us, like all of this community and people who are brought here together with shared values, let's say. So, well, sorry, I'm not, well, today it's just me. I'm not going to be presenting with any slide deck. Well, and the reason for that is that we've entered the release season, let's say, I call it in my company, because I have a lot of ongoing projects that are currently being released. And one of them is really important one, like the one that we've been working for the past year with, and it's the open forest protocol. So we're like in the testing phases right now, and we do hope that we're going to be releasing the basic interfaces in first version like this a couple of weeks. So the guilds, like I'm going to be brief on dwelling on the activities of the guilds, because we've been here for a long time already, and I don't want to, well, have people stick around, especially those who have nighttime. So as you've all heard, like our main project for the past 3 months, because, well, basically the activity started like for the past 3 months of the guild. So apart from this, well, smaller projects that we take up like all the time, because we try to, well, satisfy as much, let's say, as many requests as possible from the community, and we received a lot because, well, development actually has to do with growing of the ecosystem. So the Aros Creativo application, we're really excited to, well, it's been in testing phases right now. So, well, for those of you who haven't heard about it, it's the application for the pizza place in Lisbon called the Aros Cafe. So we have managed to integrate the Near wallet to the application and allow people, well, try to allow people to buy goods, like in our case, it's food and drinks for the Nears. And well, we're currently testing now, and it's successful, and hopefully it's going to be successful when we're released. So we do hope that, well, during the NearCon, we will be able to present it, and well, everybody will be able to spend some years. Well, on the Android app for the time being, but the iOS is definitely planned and coming up next. So, well, I'm going to be dwelling about this more on the NearCon, and well, I do hope to see everybody there. As for the, well, for the ongoing projects that we have completely redesigned the Near Week, the news edition that Peter is hosting, and we are almost ready to take it up for, well, starting the layout development, just that we're a little bit short of development power for the time being, but this is definitely something that we're taking up. Well, the designs look great. Like in first, you know, it was supposed to be some smaller redesign, but when we started looking at it and see how much value it could actually bring, you know, because like it's basically a hub for all of the news and all of the, well, Near information in one place. So we decided to make it like, you know, more complex, more interactive with filters, search engine and stuff. So, well, we do hope that it's going to be coming up like by the end of the year, and well, it should be great, and it should well, bring a lot of benefits to the community. So we are looking forward to it. Also, we've been working for the past 2 months, we've been working closely with the Near Guild's website. Well, for the time being, like, let's say the old website, because I know that the new one is planning coming up. So we have optimized the system of updating the Guild's directory information, because when we first started with the website, there was like a small page, let's say a small area dedicated to the Guild's list and to the Guild's cards. So there was like a limited, let's say, amount of the cards. But then we've seen that there's a huge list of guilds, and actually they keep joining, you know, the community. So we've received an interesting request to try to make the GitHub of the website and the guild directory more of like a CRM system. So basically you can add the guild's information as a PR directly to the GitHub committed, and then the ES team will approve it, and you will have your guild's information, icon, like logo, or anything you want to put in there, social links, contact links, like all updated with this PR. And that's that's brilliant. Actually, we like the idea, and well, it's good that we've managed to do that, because actually it was the first experience for us to doing something like that with a GitHub. Well, also we've been doing like small assignments, like landings, helping people out with some designs and everything. Well, we try to do like cover as much as possible, judging on the limited development power that we have. And well, another one that we're up to, I'm going to be real brief on this one. So we've thought about like doing more for the community apart from development, and I thought that we might start consulting. So we've started like, let's say, giving advice to different people with ideas and projects who just, well, come up to say hi, you know, talk to us and see how we can be of help, let's say. And hi, Mazi, by the way, yeah, you mentioned my guild, now I'm going to be mentioning yours. So yeah, the Suncor Guild is like one of my favorite projects right now, because, well, the principal payment platform that Mazi has already mentioned, really, I'm keen on it. And well, we try to get together as much as possible, talk about it, and try to figure out the concept, mock-ups and everything. And well, since we've started on this, I believe that we've done great progress, and I do believe in this project, and I do believe that it's going to happen sometime. So yeah, just keep on doing it and don't stop. And also I've taken up a few more of this, and right now I'm trying to help on building flows, concepts, and mockups for people from other guilds. Like, for example, I've met Rando from Harva Guild. I will talk about it a little bit more on the NearCon. So this guy Rando, he wants to create a platform for indigenous peoples of Estonia, and then later globalize it to other countries. So like let's say a separate platform with its own tokens and its own like small economy for people who want to organize themselves on certain lands of theirs and well, do some stuff there, like build communities. So it's well, I do believe that it's a great opportunity to create separate economies, financial and governance systems. And I do believe that such platforms are a real cost. So well, right now we're trying, to dwell on this concept and to have it expand a little bit more, so everybody could know about it. And once again, I'm going to tell about it on the NearCon, because Rando needs help. He's alone in that guild, and well, he's currently looking for people, to form a work group and try to cooperate, so they could help him build this platform, or at least the concept, so he could find investments, and we'll see how he can bring it to life. So this is something that I'm really looking forward to, to see in the future as an ongoing project in the ecosystem. Well, basically that's it on my part. I guess I'm not going to be taking any much of your time. So well, I'll see you guys on the NearCon, and I'll be really pleased to meet everybody in person.
Yes, thanks for that update. And I think, the number of dApps that you guys are working with and building and the impact on the ecosystem has been quite significant, and especially beneficial is the fact that some of them are going to be open source for others to make use of. So
actually, all of them will be open source, Mike.
All
like
of them will
all
be
of
open
them.
source, even more
Yeah,
bullish.
yeah.
even
Everybody
more-
that we work with, that's the first thing that we're asking people is to make it open source, to make sure that everybody can use it, you know, and to customize it to their own needs, because this is very important for the ecosystem. And basically, this is the main idea of the guild. So we are not just developing some custom things for people, you know, to have for themselves. We are developing for the whole community, and we're going to be real happy if like as many people as possible could use the applications that we are creating for them.
Yep. No, sounds great. Well, thank you, Inkthorn Mineral. You guys have been significantly beneficial for the ecosystem, and we're looking forward to hearing more at NearCon about what's cooking. So you guys have a good one. The grand finale and the close of the Near Warp Fields Guild update. I know we're going on 2 hours because we have a lot of guilds. So this is going to be closed out by none other than Cronier from the NIA, who is touching many different things in the Near ecosystem. And I think he has a pretty robust update on what the NIA has been up to. So Cronier, the floor is yours. And then when you're finished, we're just gonna basically stop the stream from there. So Cronier, take it away and let's close this out.
Thank you for the opportunity, Ozzy. You know, it's great to be here and to close the show actually. So first off, can you hear me clearly? Like,
Yes, yes.
oh, awesome, awesome. So here on, like, I work with the NIA, and to kind of give you a brief overview of what the NIA is, NIA is the Near Intelligence Agency, and the whole idea behind NIA is to build a community-driven engagement group, which, you know, we work to drive more engagement and, you know, around projects that build on Near, and to deliver, you know, marketing strategies and outreach strategies to not just the projects but the individual creators as well. To start off what we've been up to, we just recorded you know, I just got off a Rise and Grind episode, so it was the first Rise and Grind episode, so kudos to Ozzy and the Ants Guild on that. We presented the gaming segment, and you know, we will be actively participating every week on Rise and Grind as well. Then we just recorded a fireside chat with the head of partnerships at Aragon, with Jordan Gray from Near Foundation. So the idea behind this fireside chat was to start building a partnership with Near and Aragon, and that the fireside chat that led to Near sponsoring the DAO Global Hackathon, which is going to be held in on the 25th of October, and it will run for more than a month. It's the largest Web3 hackathon focusing entirely on DAOs. And you know, Aragon, the guys from Aragon, they were very supportive of us, and Near eventually became a partner of the hackathon. Then we are working on getting on board Emblem Vault, which, you know, it's also known as Circuits of Value. It's a $35 million project which is on Ethereum right now, and right now we are in the process of moving them to Near, like on Aurora. Then as we record this stream, Paras just made an announcement of their collaboration with the NIA. So what NIA is engaging with Paras is, you know, to make the Paras experience more fun for both the users and the, you know, buyers and sellers on Paras. So NIA basically got, you know, in a collaboration with Paras and Near Swag. So Paras has an upcoming card for card event from the 21st of October, and everyone who participates in the card for card events gets a shot at the grand prize, which is not just you know, the bounty or reward from Paras, but we kind of weave the whole ecosystem together by getting the Near Swag store involved. So right now the Near Swag store is looking to expand and add a guild section as well. So the winners of the card for card will have their NFTs listed on the Near Swag store, and the swag will be NIA official swag. So instead of us going with the template of, you know, a guild having its own swag, we open sourced our swag design to the entire community, and the winners from the Paras card for card will have their swag listed on, you know, the Near Swag store. You can find that announcement on Twitter. Now about staking rewards, we got the Near co-founder Ilya Polosokin on a, you know, interview with Staking Rewards to present what Near is all about, and that led us to a detailed discussion with the Staking Rewards team, and we are happy to announce that Staking Rewards is now one of the official sponsors or partners of the NearCon event. So We are also working with Nearweek. We just launched a joint product with Nearweek. It's called Nearweek State of the Art. It's a collaboration between the NIA and Nearweek. And the ultimate goal of Nearweek State of the Art is to present, what gaming on Near and NFTs on Near, the creative space on Near is all about. Bring more eyeballs to the creative space on Near and the gaming space on Near. It starts as a newsletter, dedicated newsletter every week, but eventually, as months go on, it will go on to become its very own dedicated channel of infotainment with YouTube, podcasts, and a dedicated state-of-the-art gallery as well. And I know Peter and team are working really hard to pull it off. So we are also working with Mintbase. So just some alpha leak here. We are working with Mintbase to set up a NFT hackathon of sorts in hashtag Nearvember next month. So Nearvember, we are proud to announce that Nearvember will see a lot of activities from the NIA, and we are working with Cheddar Farm, which is an up and coming DeFi solution on Near. So we are working with Cheddar Farm to build an auction platform for NFTs on Cheddar and kind of have it, built in such a way that the community not just participates in the auction, but also in the, the real world experience of what an auction on Web3 feels like. So to now that the cat is out of the bag, because Corpsman Jack from the Open Forest Guild, they just gave an alpha leak of what NearHubs is all about. So NearHubs is one of the most interesting community-driven projects that is launching on Near in the coming months. It's a sort of a metaverse, but more of a landing page and a community hangout area. So if you could allow me to share my screen, I will go on and share what NearHub is.
Yeah, go for it.
Just 1 second. I need to log in, and I can't share my screen when I enter the password. Room 4. 0. How do I share my screen? Yep.
If you hit
Let
the
me know
green
if-
button on Zoom,
Yep,
it says
yep,
share screen.
yep. Let me know when you see the NearHub. Can you see it?
It's loading.
Yep. So welcome to NearHub. We are in the
No, it's-
process of
yeah, it's
integrating the
still
Near
not showing.
wallet.
It's still not
Is it
showing. It
showing?
just no, it's just still black.
Oh wow, that's embarrassing.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, there it
yeah,
is. There it is.
Oh shit, I
It's
hit
working
refresh.
now.
Okay, couple more seconds. Yep.
Perfect. Yeah, it's working.
So NearHub is actually going to be the central point of where the community comes together to interact with all the dApps on Near, not just interact with the interface, but to be a whole part of the interface. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Can you see me
Yep.
moving?
Oh, yep.
Yep. So this is NearHub with different rooms for all the different dApps on Near. We will build a DeFi room in here, an NFT room in here, a gaming room in here, and so on and so forth. So this is just, the very, very closed testnet version of it. We are in the process of stress testing it before releasing one to the Near mainnet. We will have the Near wallet login enabled, possibly tonight or tomorrow morning. We are building this in collaboration with Orsted Studio. Nick Akers from Orsted Studio has been very kind. He's pulling off like 16 hours a day to build this up. And we have the, a guy who has done advertising for 40 years for Nestle. He's doing all the 3D graphic designing for us. And, a network engineer who's worked on NASDAQ. He's also helping us, set this whole thing up. So if I take you inside the NearHub room, this is kind of how it is. Instead of these paintings on the wall, we will have portals that will take you to the different dApps that you interact with, and we will have different dedicated rooms behind the portals for all the dApps as well. So yeah, instead of you logging into your wallet and then signing on to apps on Near from Awesome Near, we will integrate Awesome Near as the gateway here, so that you not just interact with the app interface, but also be a part of the process. Basically, the idea is to change the whole user experience from Web 2 to Web 3. Do you see the Near logo on there?
Yeah, we can see.
Yeah, that's the granddaddy of it all. So yeah,
Nice.
this was
looks
my
amazing.
presentation. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, how do I close my screen share? Oh, stop share. Yep.
There you
Yep.
go.
So this is what, and this is just the some of the stuff that NIA is working on. There's a lot more of it, and because I run the risk of revealing too much before it's done, so I can't reveal all of it on the call. You will see a bunch of updates from me in the coming weeks and coming months. And yeah, this is what it is. If you want to follow what NIA is up to, take a look at the NIA website, which is nearintelligence.agency. Follow me on Telegram. I am at Cronier, or on Twitter at Cronier. We don't have a dedicated social media because of the very nature of our guild being a secret covert operative unit in the Near ecosystem. But yeah, to keep things transparent, we are here and happy to share this with you.
All right, thanks for the presentation. And I just want to thank all the guilds for presenting today. I think November will be a really big month for lots of, for the whole Near ecosystem. And I think it's safe to say that the NIA will probably be involved with everything happening, whether you see them or not. So.
Oh, well, yeah, we have recorded a bunch of speeches for NearCon as well, even though I won't be able to make it in person.
Yeah. So yeah, thanks, Cronier. And I think we're gonna end the stream now. It went for quite a while. So yeah, thanks everybody.